Hello everyone, this is going to be a review covering the FN FAL battle rifle, chambered for .308 caliber, which will also accept 7.62 NATO ×51. What we've got here is a special bit of kit that my buddy has let me review. This weapon is about 15 years old. It was made under license in Austria. Talk a little bit about what it's based on itself. Well, you may have heard of the SLR that the British Army used. This is pretty much near as damn it what one would be like, except it's got a number of different features, but the operating system's the same, and so is a lot of the other things. Now, this review is going to be covering a little bit of the history. This weapon was basically developed from World War II technologies, and to a certain extent the MP44 was thought to have been of an influence. The AK-47 may have had a slight influence, but I think this more leaned towards the German side of assault weapon technology. It's chambered for a very powerful round, being the .308. Right now we've got the 223 or 5.56mm NATO, and that does its own thing. But the .308 has a place as well, and in a way, there's still a school of thought, and I belong to it as well, that the .308 is superior to the 223, and that weapons like this should really be reintroduced into the militaries more than they are now. However, for all that, they're still out there and they're still in hands, so that's a good thing. This is semi-automatic. It's not the fully auto variant of the FN FAL. When the Falklands War was on in '82, the Argentines did have full automatic capability on their FALs. The British Army, who were using a Belgian variant of the FAL, that was making it to semi-auto only, didn't have the fully auto capability. This doesn't have full auto, as I said. It's still a good bit of kit though. The barrel here, now you may notice that on a lot of the ones you see on library pictures and so on and so forth, this barrel is actually a shortened barrel. You'd normally find these on paratrooper versions, carbine versions, and I think some variants of this that saw service in jungle operations, they'd be issued with the shortened barrel. I know that for the Gurkhas in the British Army, they normally got SLRs back in the day with the shortened barrel. This isn't the para variant though. The para variant had a folding stock. This has a fixed stock. The stock is composite plastic, and it's nice, well made, put together. It's got a limited recoil absorbing pad here, but it's not like soft materials. It's more like very compressed rubber or rubber-like synthetic materials. It does have some give, but not as much as on some other weapons. Useful features on this weapon then. Okay, the first useful feature has got a flash hider, muzzle hider, so if any of you are thinking towards more authentic military features, it's got that one there. It's got the iron sights here. Of course, another useful feature, which you may or may not have noticed, bipod legs, and these will stick into the dirt and ground. Some bipods you can see on the market these days, they don't have this feature. They're blunted at the end, and that's okay if you're firing from the hard standing or from a range, indoor range or whatever. But if it's in the field, it's got this feature, which is a nice bit of kit, giving it some very good battle rifle capabilities. Some people would often call this a sniper rifle, although to be fair, it's not really a sniper rifle. It's more of a battle rifle because it's more versatile than a sniper rifle. Okay, that's those features covered. Now, the gas system on the SLR shouldn't call it SL, it's the FAL, but I'm British and we had it issued as a weapon years ago. So it has these gas pot settings here. Now currently it's set to the end one or the second one, and what you're supposed to do is when you've got a round to put through this, say you've reloaded like a 308 round, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to set it to the first, to the smallest gas setting, and then basically what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to fire it and then see how it cycles with that round, and if it cycles okay, you leave it on that gas setting. If it doesn't cycle okay, you've got to work your way through the gas port settings here, and eventually you'll come to like fully automatic setting, and that fully automatic setting's for like, you know, if it's working very much and needs a lot more of a hole to let the gases through. And I think also you get to grenade launcher setting where it won't cycle forward properly, so you'll find that it's not working correctly, because you're obviously not firing a grenade through it, because we're not allowed to do that even in America, because it needs special permissions and things for that. But yeah, so we have it normally at the lowest setting for what we use, and it cycles fine on that. That's the gas port settings, and yeah, that's a lot easier than a lot of modern rifles. A lot of modern rifles you have to get a blooming tool out and depress like a little dimplet thing here and turn it while you do it. Well, this on the L85 that I used, it didn't have to anyway. Okay, quickly on to the next bit of feature it's got. It's got a, let's see if I can get this right. It's got a DSA fully forged upper receiver that's heat treated. I'm pointing to the picatinny rail, but it's actually all of this. And in fact, if you actually look at closely, if I can get it up to the camera and you can see it, you might not be able to see that. SA58 made in USA, just there. And this was the part that was actually made in the USA. I incorrectly stated at the start of this video that this was actually made in America, because that was staring me in the eye, but it was actually, it's Austrian made, but that part was made in the USA. Picatinny rail also was part of that feature. But yeah, so this is actually an STG 58 carbine version. It has bipod, which is the Austrian standard, which is why it came with the bipod. Yeah, I'm all over with this review. I'm not getting it all linear. Sorry about that, guys. I'm not really the review maestro that others are, like Nothing Fancy and so on and so forth. On the scope though, the scope is very nice. It's actually Chinese. It's a Chinese scope. It's got ×6 power magnification, and it's also got illumination and an illumination feature as well. That isn't like image intensifying night vision capability. That's just illuminates the reticule, good for low light conditions and things like that.